Hey guys, this is Joey Two Vests with Two Vest Ventures, and today I'm doing a graded card reveal on the first cards I've ever sent for grading. About 2.5 months ago, I sent 2 of my cards to Tag to get graded, and they're finally back. The 2 cards that I sent were the Mega Charizard X EX from Phantasmal Flames, the gold card, and also the gold Mega Dragonite EX from Ascended Heroes. My guess on both of them is that they're going to be somewhere around an 8. And I sent them for grading because, hey, I pulled them myself. They're very rare cards, so I thought it would be cool to own some graded gold cards that I pulled myself. Why do I think they're going to be 8s? Well, now when I sent them in, I certainly wasn't very good at eyeballing this type of thing, but first of all, the Mega Charizard, it was pretty far off center. At best, it's going to be a 9. But the other reason is that my understanding is that gold cards are notorious for being easy to damage the front because the entire thing is a gold foil. And so I just imagine that in some event there was damage to these cards, even if it's minor, which means that they won't get 10s. But let's see what we get. I sent them in with the mystery wrap, so I don't know which one's which. But, you know, we'll open one, and then we'll have the answer, and then we'll open the other one. So let's start with the one on the right. We'll just crack into this thing. Now, the Tag cases are clear, so it's going to be hard not to see by accident, but we managed to open it back first, and as we can see, this one is a 7.5. Unfortunately, it is the Dragonite. I would have thought that the Charizard, that makes me worry the Charizard's going to be even worse. But I mean, it's a beautiful card. Now that I'm looking at it, though, the centering does seem to be off between up and down, right? Look how thick the bottom border is versus the top border, so that definitely would have caused problems. I'll look at the tag report in a minute here. Let's open up the other one and see what this one got. We're hoping for a 9, 8.5. Okay, so I thought it would be an 8. We got an 8.5, so a little bit better. So one half a point worse than what I thought. The other one a half a point above. And as you can see on this one, the right-left centering is pretty bad. The right side is far more heavy in terms of the size of the edge. So there we have it, 7.5 and an 8.5. Let's look at the tag report. Alright, so if you want to look up the report yourself, the cert number is right on the screen. It is L7874147. So what does this information mean? Well, it was the 85th card that was rated as a near mint plus, which is an 8.5, out of 611 of the Mega Charizard X EXs that have been graded. It is the 25th highest of the near mint pluses, because they do rank individual cards against all the other cards. It is the 475th overall, so it's pretty low out of the total of these cards that were have been graded, 475th out of 611. And it is the 65th card that was graded as a near mint plus, and the 521st card overall that was graded. Along the bottom of the screen, we can see there's no dings on the edges or the corners. There were 2 dings on the surface. And then for centering, it did pretty bad on the front. In order to get a Gem Mint 10, you need to have left-right centering of 45, 55, same thing for top-bottom. 45, 55 is what percentage it's weighted to one direction or the other. So 50-50 would be perfectly centered. And on the front, it's pretty bad. On the back, it's okay to have 40-60. So we are successful on the back, but the front is pretty bad. Between that centering and the two dings, I'm actually pretty surprised that it got an 8.5 and didn't get lower than that. So now let's take a look at these dings. I guess dings is what they call any kind of surface blemish, because these, in my opinion, aren't dings. These are scratches. I mean, if you look at these two pictures, you can basically see it looks like it was gouged repeatedly in a line, which means I think some pieces of dust or debris or something must have gotten in my sleeve, and when I slid it in, it got scratched, which is exactly why I was worried about the gold foil being very easy to damage compared to other types of cards. But with this view that they use, where, you know, they take the color out and do whatever the heck this is to the image, you can see just all these scratches on the surface. So again, I don't know how it got an 8.5. You'd think it would have gotten worse. When I look at the card myself now, knowing that those are there, I can see them as I tilt the card side to side. It's hard to show in this video. Alright, now let's take a look at the Dragonite, and I don't know why I did these pictures slightly different, but the certificate number on this one is H3957206. And on this one, it is the second Near Mint Plus that has been graded. Near Mint Plus is the 7.5. There are a total of 57 of these cards that have been graded. It is the highest Near Mint Plus, yay! The 54th highest overall out of 57, and it is the second Near Mint Plus that was graded. So it's the second of two that were graded, but it's higher than the other one that got graded, and was the 30th of the Mega Dragonite EX gold cards that were graded. And here, our left-right centering on the front and back is actually really good, and the back, top, bottom is really good, but the top, bottom on the front, and you can see it in the picture, it's pretty obvious, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So that must have really killed the score. As far as dings go, I mean, honestly, this is a lot better than the Charizard was. It's got a little bit. Honestly, it's less than I expected to see. The other problem here appears to be a thing they call fill. So fray is when the sides of the card stick out in places where, I don't know if you want to call it jagged, but that there would be parts that are sticking out that aren't supposed to be. Fill is the opposite, where there is like an indentation on the side of the card. So maybe it's straight, but you know, there's a valley of some sort. And the fill on the front right and the back left, so I mean, obviously that's the same side. The fill is 925, which isn't like, I don't know, 700 or anything like that, but it's certainly lower than all the other numbers. On the side of the screen here, you can see the pictures. I mean, I can't make it out in these pictures. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. You know, maybe you could look up the certificate yourself and see something I'm not seeing, but the computer says the fill is bad, so that's the way it is. So this one comes out as a 7.5. And you know, honestly, if I were figuring it out on my own, I probably would have guessed that the grades would have been opposite. That this would have been the 8.5 and the Charizard would have been the 7.5. But you know, I don't know what I'm doing. And the centering on this on the front was pretty horrible. But anyway, those are my two cards that I had sent out graded. Maybe you learned a little bit from this. I know I have, and I'm going to be a little more specific with cards that I send out for grading in the future, because I'll have a better idea of what I'm looking for if I'm trying to get something graded as a 10. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.